guys, today we're going to talk about the Saints situation and what this Drew Brees retiring means to them. So let's get it started. The Saints got Taysom Hill for some big contract. It was for like 5 years, $140 million, something pretty big. And what they did is they practically structured it in a way where his contract would be void. If they didn't like him after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, any of these years they could make it void, and they could move on from him. So that was a very smart idea from the Saints' perspective, because someone like Taysom Hill, I love the guy, but someone like Taysom Hill, he's a quarterback, but he's definitely more of a running back, and he's not a quarterback that you would really want to really have as your franchise. Now, again, they re-signed Teddy Bridgewater to a small deal, so maybe they could have that as maybe their second option too. But let's say there's 3 options. Let's say the first option is Taysom Hill. Second option is Teddy Bridgewater. What is the third option? I think the third option probably is draft a quarterback in the second round. And the quarterback that I like for them is Kyle Trask. He's from Florida, had a lot of weapons, but he kind of reminds me of Drew Brees, Big Ben, around those style of play, around that style of play. I'm not saying he's going to be Big Ben or Drew Brees, but he definitely he reminds me of Drew Brees or Big Ben. And so the sense of getting Kyle Trask, if you were the Saints, would be, you could get him as a guy who could, maybe learn the system. He's a guy anyways who I think will have to learn the system for a year or something like that, especially Sean Payton's system, a very complicated system. And so he's a guy that will probably have to learn the system for about a year. And, I think the re-signing Taysom Hill was a very good idea, just because they like the guy, he knows the system, but he's more of a running back that, he's a good thrower, but I think it might be that him and Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis Winston. I've been saying Teddy Bridgewater this whole time, but Jameis Winston, sorry guys, Jameis Winston they have, not Teddy Bridgewater. It could be that, Jameis Winston has, something there, and it could be that they actually split Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston's, their minutes. It could be that they split their minutes and on the field, and I think Jameis Winston might actually get some time on the field with Taysom Hill. Now again, how good will this team be? Well, they're cutting a lot of players this year because they're over the cap. And so they obviously, I don't think, can get a franchise quarterback. I think they're probably going to try it with Taysom Hill. But Kyle Trask just fits that system, and I think he would be a great guy to learn the system for about a year and maybe get something there. And so, then you have, Taysom Hill, Teddy Bridgewater, and Kyle Trask. Now, would you want all 3 guys? Maybe you would. All 3 guys are pretty good guys that can come in, learn the system. But, Jameis Winston, I think, is an okay player that definitely is a good, solid backup. And then, Taysom Hill, I don't know, how good he's going to be with a full role under quarterback. But I think he will probably be a okay quarterback. I think the ceiling for him is being a running type quarterback. The only thing that I have with him is, again, he's more of a running quarterback, not as much of a passer. So how much they will use Taysom Hill? They gave him a big contract, so obviously they're trying to use him for a long time moving forward. And again, there is a lot of outs in his contract that you can get out of. So that's the quarterback system. I would really, I'm not a fan of the Saints, but if they were to get somebody, I think Kyle Trask would be a day 2 pick, second round pick, a mid-second rounder that the Saints could easily get, and maybe develop him for a year. I think that would make the most sense for the Saints this year, just because he's a really, really solid prospect for them. And again, it's not Teddy Bridgewater, it's Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston's a good quarterback, but I think at best he is a solid backup. He can win you games, but I don't know. I honestly don't know with the whole Jameis Winston thing. But again, I think it would be good to kind of get Drew Brees' replacement and maybe develop him. Now, it would have been nice to get that replacement last year if they were them, because then he could have developed under Drew Brees. But Sean Payton, I think, can make something work this year with that quarterback room. Again, they're still going to have a great offensive line. I think they still definitely will have a contending team. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to be Blood, Sweat, and Cheers. Usually every Wednesday I'll be doing Blood, Sweat, and Cheers. And then in a few weeks I'll be going away on a trip, so I might post a few videos on that trip. And then, I think I'll definitely be, tomorrow again, there's been a lot of free agent moves, so tomorrow on the Blood, Sweat, and Cheers podcast, I will probably do most of that show tomorrow will be devoted to free agency. All the big stories around free agency and my special twist to it. It'll be going on for about 20 minutes tomorrow. So, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow, and I'll see you again then.